Part 3. Symbolic Meaning. No two people will immediately agree to accept either one's strict first interpretation of the meaning of this symbol. They will argue it out, then agree on this. It is a symbol for what we don't know. It is meant to catch our eye. It should be noted that, though the earliest known occurrence of this specific combination of symbols, the eye in the pyramid, does date back to the founders of the U.S. Constitution, with their design for the U.S. Great Seal in 1782, that it was not until 1935 that this symbol began appearing on the back of the U.S. $1 bill. Franklin Roosevelt, U.S. President at the time, made the final design change to place the Great Seal's front on the right and back on the left of the back of the dollar bill's design, to emphasize the significance of "Fortune favors a new world order," its slogan's similarity to his political platform at that time, called the New Deal. His desire was to associate the pyramid symbol with his political platform by placing it on money. Since 1935, this symbol has appeared everywhere in U.S. media. It has been adopted by numerous corporations as their logo, incorporated into countless films, commercials, print advertisements, and product packaging, and has so totally saturated our subconsciousness, its target market, that it has become a billboard inside our mind, reflecting outward like a mirror the apparatus of our self-awareness. The fact this symbol, taken as a mere logo for our own mind, is on money, is often assumed as meant to symbolize the enslavement of our minds to money. This association is not far off the mark from the modern I.O. perspective, which also believes the masses worship money now instead of God. Thus, this definition for God, this profane, idolatrous blasphemy, this mark of the beast itself, being on money, is only apt. From the modern I.O.'s point of view, this is a symbol of our age-old enslavement to feelings of indebtedness that do not really exist, to a father figure we idealize and then blame for not living up to our own expectations, be he God or Pope. This stresses the mission of the modern I.O., to free the minds of the masses by overturning their existing social and religious institutions. The idea of putting a symbol for God onto money serves the modern I.O.'s agenda well, yet only synthetically and only sympathetically. It induces an emotional reaction of aversion to see this symbol on money. This is the spark of hope for mental freedom. Part 4. Use in the media. In the media nowadays, the eye in the pyramid is a symbol for psychic power. It has been associated with the religion of money for the last 75 years, and is a widely accepted logo of the I.O. everywhere on Earth. The eye in the pyramid is seen as not the eye of God, but merely the eye of our boss, our work's overseer, who himself serves Pharaoh and is but a link in a long chain as we work on building our modern corporate hive pyramids. We see this ancient Egyptian symbol on our modern money and think of it, rightly, as our own modern church, our modern religion, contrary on the seal's sides to the military might of the modern state, our shadow government. The I.O. who developed this symbol have developed others to replace its original use in their group. Since then, the ideogram of the eye in the pyramid, symbolizing Weishaupt, S for Spartacus equals Circumpunct, Uber Alles, has been replaced several times over as a secret seal among the elite echelon's ranks. The secret seal symbol is now so common, it serves instead as a constant public reminder of the supremacy of the New World Order as not merely an ideal, but a realized ideal utopia we are living in now today. The IO has used other symbols in its evolution since then. In 1782, when the Secret Seal was designed by Masons, infiltrated by IO ideals, it was considered a controversy among some circles to reveal something so symbolically meaningful in even so public a way as that. However, now, the IO's public face, the US CIA, uses an anagram of letters that, when all overlapped, form the eye in the pyramid ideogram to symbolize their Central Intelligence Agency's supremacy in the field of spying. Of course, the very existence of a state-sponsored espionage agency should be illegal, but this point escapes most modern conversations under the watchful gaze of Big Brother. The symbol of the eye in the pyramid as an ideogram of Weishaupt's ideal utopia, accomplished by only temporarily using the pyramid scheme of banks and industries, meant to achieve the ends of a city on a hill, like the dreams of St. Anselm, St. Augustine, St. Aquinas, and Thomas More, remains a symbol of the true IO to this day. Its use in big-budget media to front the secret agenda behind the New World Order disgusts us, yet we witness it every day. Here are some examples from the entertainment industry. The symbol of the eye in the pyramid appears everywhere. Books, music, movies. Here it is from a cover of Time Life Publications' Mysteries of the Unknown series, from the book Mystic Places. It is a depiction of a glowing eye atop the Great Pyramid of Giza, Egypt, from a perspective below and in front of the Great Sphinx. Here it is in a somewhat more symbolic form, depicted as a prism splitting a beam of white light, emanating from the left, into a spectrum of 7 color rays, emanating to the right, from the cover of the band Pink Floyd's album Dark Side of the Moon. Here it is from the poster for the film directed by Stanley Kubrick, based on the book by Anthony Burgess, A Clockwork Orange, about brainwashing and mind control. Although it remains prevalent in other industries, it is most often used in and most effectively placed within the plot lines of Hollywood films and movies. It is usually used as a main plot device, yet as a foible meant to symbolize a MacGuffin, a film term for any arbitrary prop necessary to forward the storyline. Here are some examples where it has been used in big-budget movies from recent years. According to the Hollywood film industry's underworld visions of a history for its modern archetypal symbols, the pyramid origin story is told in the film, directed by Roland Emmerich, 10,000 BC. According to this, mastodon-hunting European cave people were conscripted to build the Great Pyramid of Giza, Egypt, which also originally had a golden capstone. This task was designed and overseen by an alien whom, until the lead character toppled him in combat, had enslaved his workers to believe he was a god. This character, although never named in this movie, is equivalent to the character Ra in the parallel movie TV series Stargate. Thus, at the time the workers rebelled against finishing it and destroyed the capstone, the pyramid symbolized Ra, whose right eye symbolized the sun. Thus, the builder, or great architect, having been run off or killed, the Great Pyramid as a symbol for the great work of all Masons, already familiar via the craft with Solomon's Temple, was then left as a symbol of a lost great civilization. The blueprints to it, however, were lost entirely. In films such as Tomb Raider, where the IO feature prominently, The eye in the triangle design is taken to represent the key to restoring the lost meaning of the pyramid itself by recovering its mislaid schematic plans. In Tomb Raider and other films like The Dark Crystal, where the pyramid is symbolized by a crystal, the task to restore the pyramid's missing capstone is coupled with the approaching deadline of a planetary and solar alignment. Such an alignment as depicted in Tomb Raider did actually occur in the year 2000. The quest to restore the missing capstone features prominently as a symbolic theme in many, many Hollywood movies. Each time the eye in the triangle relic shows up, there is a clue given about the progress being made on this quest today. The hero of this Grail quest has many names, but the plotline they undergo is always the same, and a vague and brief summation of the finer points of biblical history as well. The hero is a symbol of humanity in general, like the Fool trump card of Tarot, and their role regarding the pyramid is to climb it, to declare themselves a new king of the hill. The pyramid, in this case, is a symbol also like the scale, weighing life and death. The pyramid, thus also like the scales, is a symbol for the apocalyptic judgment day, when God reveals himself upon earth. The hero in this scheme, then, is a fool seeking immortality for their mind through a series of alchemically transformative stages.